Ama, or sea women, are Japanese divers famous for collecting pearls. Even though this tradition is about 2,000 years old, the profession is now gradually disappearing. Men have been engaged in the difficult and dangerous profession of diving for pearls since time immemorial, and only in Japan, collecting pearls has become a woman's job. This profession is 3,000 years old. Unfortunately, it's clearly on the verge of disappearing, and the only reason it still exists is to entertain tourists. Female pearl divers in the land of the rising sun are called Ama, which means sea woman. In Japan, it was believed that women are better at pearl diving. Allegedly, they could hold their breath longer and didn't feel as cold. After all, divers spent many hours in the water. Almost all women on coastal villages became divers from a very young age. A good diver was one who could dive to a depth of 15 meters by holding their breath for 2 minutes. The traditional clothing of sea women included only an undergarment, fundoshi, and a hairband. The divers took a wicker basket for collecting oysters, a bamboo stick to pinch their nose, and leather gloves to protect their hands. The work is simple. The Ama dived from the boat with the load tied to the rope, then unhooked at the bottom and started collecting oysters. When she needed to resurface, she pulled the rope and rose with it to the surface. Having recovered her breath, she immediately dived back. One woman could dive up to 60 times a day. A good diver could complete 2 to 3 cycles of several dozens of dives per day. The work was difficult and harmful. The Ama looked older than their age, although they could do their job until they were very old. But they earned good money. During the diving season, the Ama could earn much more than the average Japanese man in a whole year, which made the Ama popular. And even without a husband, Ama women could provide for their families. The transition of the pearl industry to the era of cultivation made the work of the divers not only unprofitable, but also illegal. Diving for wild pearls was banned all over the world. Exceptions were only made for those places where it was a traditional craft of the local population, as in Japan. Therefore, the Ama profession has survived to this day, but there are very few of them now. Moreover, the younger generation is no longer interested in becoming Ama, so it is only older women between the ages 50 to 85 who still collect oysters for the amusement of tourists. And of course, now the pearl divers wear wetsuits and masks.